Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome if you all are new. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some DIY Dollar Tree summer decor crafts. Listen, I feel like crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul, and I love to share with you all so many ideas for how to craft and decorate on a budget for every season. So if you love that, join me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do have a Cricut Joy giveaway going on right now. All you guys have to do is answer the secret question, drop it in the comment section down below, and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how to jazz up one of these Dollar Tree picture frames and give one of those little trucks a cute little stand. So I'm starting out with this 5x7 picture frame from the Dollar Tree. They have some really cute gray ones out right now. And I'm just going to take some of this buffalo check plaid fabric. Not fabric, you guys, it's paper. Okay, so I traced it out in a 5x7 format and then clipped it out. And then I'm just going to pop it back into my little photo frame here and then add the backing back on. Now my idea for was to take the USA truck that they had out at Dollar Tree for the 4th of July and add it to the front of this picture frame, because so many times I grab their like little red trucks or their truck goodies that are signs for every season, and I don't end up liking to hang them. I want them to stand up. So I thought this was the perfect idea. Plus you guys could choose any kind of little backdrop. Now they also are carrying these little gnomes, and so I'm just going to take the little gnome off of its little stand, and then I thought I would initially just pop him inside of the little truck, and then I decided just to hot glue them to the outside. So then that would give our little truck some character. Now don't panic if you guys don't have the little truck. You guys could really use any little Dollar Tree sign that you wanted to stand up for this kind of project, and any little accent piece as well. Now this is going to be going into my 4th of July decor. I thought it was such a fun idea. I added it to my little studio mantle. I'm not for sure if I want to decorate over the top for 4th of July in my studio, outside, or inside of my home. I do have a lot of blue and white, and I kind of did that so that summer blue and white could transition into the 4th of July, but I thought this was such a fun idea on a total budget. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how to make a super adorable, super easy little patriotic wreath. Okay, so I'm going to start out with this styrofoam round wreath form. It's the green one that you get at Dollar Tree, and then I used about 3 to 4 bundles of the Dollar Tree carnations, and I used the red and white. I'm not sure if they came out with blue ones. I want to say that they did, but my store did not have any. So I'm just taking these carnations, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing the greenery part, the little leaves, up to the top part of the carnation, and then I'm clipping them off so the stem of the carnation is long enough to push in to my little styrofoam wreath form. Now if you want this to go outside and you need it to be a little bit more secure, I would suggest to add a dab of hot glue before you push it into your wreath form. It felt to me like these were on here pretty good, especially once I kind of stacked them. And I am going red and white. And you did see that I added a little bit of glue to that one because it wasn't quite wanting to stay in. So you kind of have to get the carnation ends of the stems long enough so that they will stay in there without flopping out. But then you don't want them to be too long because then they don't want to go in or they'll poke through the back of the wreath. So anyway, just grab some hot glue if you guys really feel like you need that. But again, I pretty much did most of mine without the hot glue. And again, I went every other one, and I did start kind of just more on top of the wreath form, and then I ended up adding another layer on the interior of the wreath form and then a layer on the exterior. So I would say probably grab about 3 to 4 bundles, or maybe even 5 bundles of the colors that you want to use. That way you have plenty to make it nice and full. I kind of like a little bit more of a full look, so for me that's what worked.
Now, if you only had enough in your budget to use, a couple of bundles, you could always wrap this wreath form with some pretty fabric or some pretty ribbon, and that would give it something a little bit more attractive than the green part, and then just add that layer of carnations around the front. But it's really less than about $15, or even it's only maybe about $10 total. Anyway, it wasn't much. I didn't use that many carnations, so I thought that this would just be so fun. My other thinking behind this red and white is that you guys could always take this and use this for Christmas. Yes, I said it. We are going to add a removable bow to this, and I always love to repurpose and reuse as much as I can. It helps with the budget, and it just also, is good for the environment. Well, I mean, I do try to repurpose and reuse though. But I also thought this would be a fun idea if you guys needed some pretty little wedding decor. You guys could use this as a centerpiece. Obviously not with the 4th of July part, but you could choose different color carnations, maybe some pink and white. It would work for a bridal shower or baby shower. Now here I'm just taking one of those pre-made Dollar Tree bows, and I zip tied it around the base of it and then just pulled that tight in the back, and it stayed on really nicely. And there you guys have this cute little adorable 4th of July wreath on a total budget, and you guys could probably do this with any age, grandkids, kiddos. So fun and fabulous on a budget. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all how to take a dollar store lantern. This lantern is actually from Dollar General, and I'm taking this greenery, and I just wrapped the greenery around the top part of the lantern and kind of fanned the little green leaves out. And then to clip it on there, I just used one of those other pieces. Now I do end up adding a zip tie around the entire thing with this little Dollar Tree pre-made bow. But listen, I love to share with you guys really easy ideas for summer, for crafting. And so I'm just going to zip tie this bow to the top part of the lantern and pull it nice and tight, clip that off. And then I decided to make it a little bit more full. I didn't have any red, white, and blue flowers for this, so I thought I would just take some of this red and blue check ribbon. I got both of these bundles of ribbon off of Amazon last season. I crafted with them for last year, 4th of July, and I actually had enough left over for this year as well. So I'm making a quick little loopy Olivia bow, and this is just taking the ribbon, looping it over on itself until you get to the center. It's so easy, and in my YouTube comment section, description box, you guys can find a bow video that I made for you all, and it's super easy. Just click on that if you need help making bows. And the bows that I made for that video are for Christmas, but it will be for any season really. Okay, so I'm taking a zip tie, and I'm just going to zip tie my little Olivia bow on here and then give it a nice good fluffing. And one tip I have for you when you're making your bow, always try to take your ribbon and just pull the loops around and make them look nice and pretty. So that's going to take some playing with and arranging, and then you're going to want to take a step back from it and you can play with it some more. But that's just a little tip from me to you. The other thing I always suggest too is, when at all possible, to try to use wired ribbon. That wired ribbon makes your loops stand up. And then the next thing I did was just add some cute little blue Dollar Tree rocks to the base of my lantern, just kind of for some festive fun. And then I added one of these flickering flameless candles. I love the flickering flameless candles. They look so real, but you don't have the danger and hazard of having them around pets or kids. And so you can set them down lower, maybe next to a fireplace, or just really wherever you want to set a candle out. And obviously underneath this lantern, I wouldn't want to have like a real burning candle. So I thought that was just super fun and just such an easy way to go. Now, the last thing I decided to add to this was a little burlap rosette. So these burlap rosettes, oh gosh, I've had them for a couple of years now, and I repurpose and reuse them as well. I found them off of burlapfabric.com, but you guys could also just make these really easily with some burlap colored ribbon. Dollar Tree carries that. I do even have some tutorials on how to make a burlap rosette, but they're so easy, you guys. And I just thought it would give it kind of a little bit of dimension here. Of course, that's totally optional. You guys could always also use a little jewel from totallydazzled.com, and I'll leave Natalie's link down below. She's a cute little small business and she has a bunch of amazing jewels. I almost used a jewel on this one, but I thought I would bring in a little bit of rustic vibe to this and just add that really cute big kind of a basket back behind all of this. So this is definitely going to be an idea for how I'm going to be decorating for the 4th of July. I may be a little bit late starting my 4th of July decor, or maybe not. I do like to enjoy a lot of summer pops of blues and yellows and all of that fun stuff, but this is just another fun idea for how you guys can decorate on a budget. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all a super easy, fun summer project. You can grab one of those Dollar Tree hats, and they're just a $1 sun hat, and then you can take some pretty ribbon and jazz it up to match your summer decor. So for this hat, I'm just adding a dab of hot glue around where I took the little red ribbon off, and I am saving that red ribbon for another project, but I'm taking this blue and white check gingham ribbon because I really wanted some pretty ribbon to show. And again, I did get this ribbon off of Amazon, but just grab whatever you have in your craft stash, and then I'm just making a cute little bow here. So you just take the ribbon and loop it over on itself, pinch it together in the center, and then you can trim it off. I'm not going to make tails for this quite yet. I am going to take a zip tie and just tie this in the center with the zip tie, and then hot glue that to the base part of where my little hat is, where I want the bow to be. Now I always do try to fluff out my ribbon as soon as I make my bow, and then kind of look at things and then attach it to the project and then fluff it again once I'm done. So that's just a little tip. You also want to take your ends of your ribbon and dovetail them by cutting a little triangle in an upwards direction. So you can see I'm folding this, and then I'm taking my scissors and I'm just going to add a little triangle up, and that's going to give me a nice little boutique finish. Now I'm going to take some hot glue and just go ahead and hot glue my bow and then my extra tails onto my little hat form here. And really, again, you guys could just get so creative with this, but I did want this to look fairly whimsical. I have this cute little old bike outside on my front yard, and so I do like to decorate it up for every single season, and 4th of July is no exception, so we're definitely going to be jazzing that up. And then I decided to add in these little blue hydrangeas in and around the base of the pretty bow, and then I'm just adding in some white carnations and some red carnations, and then that again is just a fun way to jazz up one of these little hats. Now you guys don't necessarily have to even do a 4th of July hat. You could always do just any kind of summer hat that you choose with any flowers that you love. I'm excited to see your guys' posts on this in my Livy's Romantic Home Facebook group page. And then I did also just pop in a little burlap rosette into the center, and then there you have a really cute little festive hat decor piece. It could also be used as a wreath. I like to pop these next to my front door sometimes, and here I'm just sharing it in this little vignette that is inspired for 4th of July to share with you guys. This is out in my studio, but I just thought it'd be cute also to put on top of the candlestick. That's another decor idea you guys could use for these little hats. So fun and fabulous on a total budget. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I thought it'd be a fun thing to share with you to take one of these cute little plastic, they're supposed to be like a little drink container, but I found this one with the little red truck and the 4th of July flag flying from the back, and I thought it would be fun to add some cute little white rocks, and that's going to make the design on the side of the bottle pop. And so I added some white rocks. I was originally trying to use a funnel to get those rocks in there. The funnel got jammed, so I just ended up doing my best getting them in there. there. And then I also added some cute little blue Dollar Tree rocks to the top, and that's going to make it feel really festive and also fill up the rest of my little container. The next thing I did was take just some red, white, and blue flowers. Again, these are from Dollar Tree, and then some greenery as well, and I made a cute little arrangement. I love to make cute little fun smaller flower arrangements for pretty much every holiday because then you can pop them in pretty much anywhere. The one that I made for by my coffee bar is just a little bit too large, so I'm actually thinking that this is going to go over by my coffee bar, but you could also put this outside. It would make a great little outside decor piece like on your patio. Because of the rocks, it gives the arrangement some weight. Now, I'm not really using any styrofoam to keep these flowers in, so I'm thinking you may want to even add some hot glue to the tips of the flowers, which I may go back and do if I do decide to put these on the patio because I don't want them to fly out. I'm just thinking about that, but I did get them in there pretty tight, so they might be okay for now. We'll have to see. I'll let you guys know. But anyway, I just thought this was a fun, easy little idea for you guys to make something cute. And then I had to go a little bit extra. You guys know me, I love my bows, and so I added a little 4th of July bow around the top of this, and I tied it on with that red ribbon that I had taken off of my little sunflower or my sunbonnet hat with the DIY I made earlier in the video. So I am repurposing and reusing that, and here's how it looks, and also popped into my little 4th of July decor setting. And they have these cute little calendars. You can see Family Blessed Home, and I marked it on July 4th, but they had a couple of different options. I put one by my coffee bar too that says running on grace and coffee or grace and caffeine or something like that. And then they had one more that was kind of an inspirational saying as well. So as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be creating. I love to hear what you guys are up to. The other thing, I love to add a secret question into all of my videos, and this one's going to be a little bit different. I want to know, what is your favorite candle fragrance? So lately I've really been enjoying some coconut summer candles. So I would love to hear what you guys love to light and burn, or maybe just what fragrance you like. Maybe you don't like candles, but you liked, a lemon fragrance scent in some of your cleaners or lotions. But give me some ideas for some summer yummy candles. And then of course, here's Benji Bear. He had to get in the shot, and he's also doing some crafting. Oh my goodness, I think he knows he's up to something he's not supposed to be, but so cute and adorable.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. I hope you guys are having an amazing summer. I have a lot more summer decor and DIY projects coming up for you all. If you all are new, welcome. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I love to share with you all how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. And for everybody that tunes in and watches me and that loves on me, hey, you guys' love and support is so felt, and it truly, truly, truly means the world. So I have a crafting and decorating community here on YouTube. So if you guys want to join that, it's totally free. All you guys have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, punch that bell. It will update you every time I post a new video. I do several DIY videos a week, as well as several DIY videos, a day on Facebook. So pop over to my Facebook page. It's Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook. It's linked in the description box down below. And you guys can also join my free little group. It's just a place for us to come together and have fun sharing photos of our home decor and our DIY projects. So I love y'all to the moon and back. Again, I feel like crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul. So I want to keep you guys encouraged and just keep you guys motivated to keep crafting and decorating, and also, no matter where you're at in your life's journey, to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I know we all have our troubles and trials and our joys, so just try to celebrate and honor each and every day that God has given us is a new day. So again, I love y'all to the moon and back. I can't wait for our next video, and until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.